All right, welcome back to season 5 of our show, and today it's turkey, Christmas turkey. We're showing you one of the most beautifulest, juiciest turkeys you're ever going to want to have on Christmas Day. Let's show you how to get it done. Okay, so it's turkey. Now the first thing we're going to do is show you how to brine this turkey. Now this is going to be in about 2 different stages. So you're going to need a turkey, and I have all the parts here. I have a neck in the back here. I have some hearts on the side there and a gizzard. So I'm going to put this off to the side for now, and I'm going to show you the hardware you're going to need to brine this turkey. So this is a brining bucket right here. And the reason why they call it a brining bucket is because the meat goes in, and you can go down levels with this. So if you turn this, you can go all the way down levels with this. And what this will do is lock itself in. So let's just go down with it. Then we're going to lock it in, let's say that level there. Now, it can push whatever you have down. It's going to submerge it under the water and it can't come out. And that's what you want. That's why they call it a brine bucket. So you can catch these on the internet. They're relatively cheap, about 30 bucks for a brine bucket. Somewhere around there last time I checked. This is about 6 years old, so I don't know the price of them now. So you're going to have to search around on the internet. Check that out. All right, so here's our turkey. And the first thing I'll do is start to get our neck in. Right into the basket. And get our innards in. And there we go. So now you're going to need some paprika, and we're going to give it a good douse of the old paprika there. I'm going to turn it over to the back. We're going to just douse that and just get it on for now. So right here I have salt. Now this is kosher salt. As you can see the box here, this is a coarse kosher salt. Normally I use diamond crystal, but we're not using that for a brine. So first thing I'm going to do is start rubbing it in. Now for every gallon of water, you're going to need 1 cup of salt. And that's just key to a brine. Just like that, I'm just going to rub it in first. Because this is going to go in the water, and when it first hits the skin, it's going to kind of soak in. So what I do is I leave this out for about 10 minutes before I put it in the water and just let it soak in. Let it soak right into that bird. Just like that. I'm going to get some in the middle. Now for today, we're just going to go right in with it. Right into the basket. And we're not going to let this soak. So I'm just going to rub everything in real good. That paprika is going to bring flavor. It's going to bring some color. Just make sure you rub that salt in good. Now with me, I don't heat my water up. I dump everything right in, and I let this thing brine for about 3 days. And there you go. All right, so now into the brine bucket we go. I'm going to go down like that. I'm making sure the cavity, if you look in there, is open. So this way when I dump the water down, the water goes right into the cavity as well too. I'm going to take all of my spices and I get that in. We'll get our salt and paprika right in here. We're done with the tray. We can put that off to the side. And I'm going to take my gloves off now that I'm not handling this anymore. We're going to put in some cardamom seed. Bay leaves. Black pepper. Much or as little as you want. And we're going to add all of the salt now. Just like that. Now here's an onion. So we're just going to chop this onion. Don't even peel it, just chop it. Just like that. We'll get the outer leaves off. And the labels, because the labels are not edible. All right, let's get this off to the side. Let's bring in our water. And now, I'm just going to dump this over our bird. Mixing our water in into the salt, and just when you see the tip of the turkey come up, just stop, because it's starting to float. We're going to lock this into place. So I'm just going to push down the turkey all the way to the bottom, and then I'm going to lock this into place so it doesn't come up. So let's get our turkey locked in. Now our turkey is locked in position, and that is it. Now I do have a lid that goes on top of here, and we'll put the lid on. Into the refrigerator it goes, and that's it. We'll meet you right back here. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, 2 days. Our turkey's out of the brine. Let's show you what to do with it from here. All right, from here on out, it's easy sailing. We're putting this turkey in the pressure cooker. That's right. It's going in the pressure cooker. 12 pounds of it, 12 and a half pounds of it inside the pressure cooker. So always make sure you measure your turkey and make sure you put it into the pressure cooker first with nothing in there, no water or anything, and make sure the turkey fits. Otherwise, you're going to have yourself in a bind. All right, so sage. Here we go. A little ground sage. Right onto that turkey. It brings out a beautiful flavor in that ground sage. Now I'm going to take this turkey and turn it over. Now don't forget, you have spices in here. We salted this already. Black pepper. Now I'm going to get a good amount in here, because what we're doing, we're using the broth, the stock that it's going to make while it's cooking. We're going to make a gravy out of that. Let's turn it back over. And make sure you're using some gloves with this one, because you're handling poultry, and this is a big boy. You can always take your gloves off afterwards. Now the whole neck we're going to take and just stick right back in here. Just like that, because we're going to need the room. Here's 2 hearts. We're going to stick those in there. And now we're going to judge it out. So now we're going to take this turkey like this, and into the pressure cooker it goes. And just make sure you get it all in there. So it didn't fit that way. I'm going to try this way. And I put it in here earlier. And I'm going to do it again. Make sure it fits down perfect. All right, there we go. Now it's inside. The legs are crossed. And I have room for water in here as well. So let's just get these gloves off. All right, I got the mirepoix. Let's get some carrot in there. Some celery. Get it down in there. An onion. And get the whole thing right down in there. Now they're going to sit on the top, but it's okay. They're still going to be cooked and add flavor. You can stuff some down off to the side here and just get it past the turkey. There we go. Get a little bit more in there. It all will fit if you judge it right. So we got the mirepoix. Time for the liquid part. So in every pressure cooker there's a fill line. I'm making sure I can see my fill line, and my fill line is right here. So I'm going to go right up to my fill line. So you would think that putting an entire turkey in there. There it is. And it's right there. And now I got liquid. And it's sucking it in because it's going into the cavity of the turkey. So you can see the water going down. So let it take in the water. Now we're going to keep going. You can hear it. All right, he stopped drinking. And now we're right up to that max fill line. We're going to lock this on. We're going to go for about an hour. We'll meet you back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, so no turkey is complete without showing you a fantastic gravy. So we're showing you a sausage gravy to go along with this. Now, the sausage gravy is actually going to get mixed with the turkey. So we're showing you a turkey sausage gravy, and you're going to love this one. So right here we have some homemade sausages. Now we're going to leave a link in the description to us making these sausages with sage in them. I made a couple of different sausages a while back during our sausage episode, and these are the outcome of some of them. All right, so we're going to take these like this. Now these are fresh sausages, so they're not cooked. I'm just going to line them up. Just like that. And very gently, I'm going to cut my way through. Just like that. And that's how you want these. I'm just going to cut my way through. And we're just going to keep going down the line. You just don't want to disturb the sausage. There we go. And that's it. So we're going to cut these up. Over here I have some mushroom and some onion. And this is what we're going to need. It's going to be a very nice classic gravy. And that's it. And we're going to meet you guys right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, so we got our sausage going. Now what I did was start this off in a little bit of olive oil. And we're just going to brown this up. Just like that. And just when you start to see the sausage being cooked a little bit, in with the onions we go. That's a whole onion. So in with an onion we go. And we're just going to cook this down together. Now we didn't put any salt, pepper, or anything in here. This is just all the flavor from the sausage. And if you use a great sausage, one that you love, you're not going to have to season this. So let the sausage do the work. All the pork flavor is going to come out, and any spices that you put in those homemade sausages will come out. And if you're using a store-bought, make sure they're ones that you like. So we're going to cook this down some more, and then we're going to add our mushrooms. And then we're going to go from there. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, so we got our sausages browned down a little bit. You don't want to get them too brown. You just want a little bit of brown on them. They're going in a nice gravy. Just bring out a little flavor, because you don't want them hard. And now in with the mushrooms. And we're going to cook this down. And we're going to add this into the gravy. So this is the very beginning of the gravy. This is the base. And we're just going to cook this down. And then we're going to leave it. There you go. Now we're going to just deglaze the bottom of that pan just a touch. You can hear that. That's going to get everything from those sausages up off the bottom and make it nice. All right, we'll meet you right back here, so stick around. All right, so we're only about 8 minutes in, and I want you to look at this. So that was a white wine we added to this to deglaze that. And all we used was just a touch of the wine, a splash of it, and the water from the mushrooms automatically came out. Now one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to cook off the water from the mushrooms. Just leave that, because all that's going to go in the gravy. And we're going to make a tight gravy. And that mushroom water is going to loosen up our gravy. This way you maintain that flavor. You keep that flavor. And you don't want all that flavor to boil out. So right now, I'm going to shut this down, and I'm going to wait to put all that in the gravy. So we'll meet you back here when we do it. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, turkey's out of the pressure cooker. let's show you what we're working with. The first thing I did was pull off the breast. Bring in a bowl. Now we got a bowl here, that's her bone bowl. And you're gonna start taking pieces like this, put it right in the bowl. And you're gonna need some utensils, a tong, a fork, and you're just gonna start pulling it. Look at this. Effortlessly. This meat comes off the bone. Now, just like you would do a chicken salad, you have to watch for bones. But basically what you're doing is just pulling all this lovely meat right off the bone. That's nice. And this has a lot of flavor. Let me tell you. Look how juicy that is. And one of the best ways to make a turkey. Now let's give this a shot. Spot on. That brine was excellent in there. All right, so this is what you want to do. Here's the wing. Now, if you want to put the skin in, it's optional. But I do like the skin on wings. I'm not a big fan of the skin on breast. But I will take some of the skin on the wing and put that in. And if you don't like the skin in the wing there, by all means, make it yours. But please, you have to be careful of bones, especially when it's cooked like this. I mean, here is the leg. Look at that. So tender. Now, what I'm going to do with the leg, I'm going to use my cutting board because, again, I want to look for bones. So I want to just go through here, take my time. The thigh, you know there's no sharp bones in there. But things like the leg, that little pin bone, this is a must get out of here. See that one right there? This one you don't want to give to your dogs or anything. I mean, this is a very dangerous bone that comes off the leg. So off to the side we go. I'm just going to show you the back, because a lot of people think that there isn't any meat on backs. But look at this back. It's a big chunk of meat right here. Look at that. And I know there's no bones in that. So that's 100% meat right there. And look how that just breaks apart. Now the skin on the back, I like that. I'm gonna put that in. And just take your time. All right, we're gonna get to pulling this, and we're gonna meet you right back here to show you how to put this together in that gravy. Because all of this is gonna go inside this. That was the mushrooms and the sausage we made. So when we're done, we're gonna do that. So that's what you do if your bowl gets full. Just put it right in there. All right, meet you right back here. Stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, so our turkey is all shredded up and taken apart. Come in here, I just wanna show you this. Show you a couple of these fossils, look at that. I mean, you don't even have to bury these. All the meat's gone. Look at that. Well, that's a true fossil right there. All right, let's show you this breast. And before we show you this breast, let's take a look in here. Look at all that beautiful meat that's in here. With the sausage and the mushrooms. We're just gonna stir this up just to show you that. Let it soak in everything. That's why you want it to leave the juice in the mushroom. So look at that. That looks good enough to eat right there. But we're gonna take it to the next level and stick all this in a beautiful gravy that we're gonna show you how to make. All right, before we do that, back to that turkey breast. Now, you can do a couple of things with this. You can cut this up, you can put this inside there as well. What I like to do is I keep my breast and I'll just slice a couple of pieces off, just like that. Is that not the most juiciest breast you ever want to see? Look at that. I'm just gonna slice this real thin and just show you that breast meat. Now you could save this for sandwiches and just use that for the evening, and that's usually what I do. And I think I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna save this for a couple of sandwiches, but that is just tender and juicy. And the skin falls right apart. So you got two different meals. You don't have to use the same turkey for everything. So here you go. There's your turkey meat. Best meat you'll ever have. Pressure cooked turkey breast. We'll meet you right back here. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, we cooked our turkey. We pulled our turkey. We have our sausage in here. We made our mushrooms. We got to put some gravy together. Let's show you how to get that done. All right, so our mixture is done. Now, that's a lot of food. And for you guys that have just a couple of people in your family, you can leave this in your refrigerator for about a week. And the nice thing about this is that you can make this anytime you want. So we're going to show you how to make the gravy and not have all this together sitting in your fridge in one shot. We got our stock over here. And I'm just going to show you this. So this was everything that we drained out of the turkey. This is all the vegetables that we put in here. And now what we have is a beautiful stock. And now you don't have to use all this in one shot. So you can make everything for a couple of days. So first thing we'll do, I'm going to move this off to the side. Determine how many people you're feeding. So let's just say I'm going with 2 tonight. That's exactly what we're feeding tonight, 2 people. So I'm going to take some of my vegetables, get them in here. Just a little bit. Just like that. Now I'm going to take some of my broth. I'm going to say I want about that much gravy, maybe a little bit more, just in case somebody else comes over. All right, so here's my gravy level. So now we're going to show you how to make a very fast gravy. And this way you never over or under on the gravy part. Flour. Bring in some flour. That's just all-purpose flour. We're going to make a healthy gravy, so we're using olive oil. First thing we'll do is make our mixture. Put a little olive oil in there. And we're going to start to just get this going. Now the nice part about this gravy is you can keep this on hand. Save it. You can put this in your fridge. It'll last up to about 2 weeks. And you just make instant gravy anytime you want. A lot of people feel that they have to go in their pan, make a gravy from scratch. This is from scratch, but it's a very easy way of making gravy, and it's foolproof. So here we go. Just mix it up well. Now the only thing you'll have to do is cook out the flour paste out of this, which is very easy to do. And now we got that whole mixture done. So we're just bringing it all together. I'm going to put a little bit more olive oil in here. Now back in the days we used to use lard for this. And sometimes I still use lard. And if you guys ever saw my lard video, why I use lard, you'll know why I use lard. It's second in line to olive oil. That's right, folks. Very high in vitamin D. All right, so here we go. Here's our olive oil. And guess what? Just like that, you saw it. Our gravy's done. Onto the stove we go. All right, time to make the gravy. Now take a look at that. Beautiful. So here we go. Here's that mixture. And we're going to drop in little by little. And you guys will get this right. It's going to start to thicken. But don't make a mistake and add too much, because this is going to thicken up on you real quick. Now while it's thickening, I tasted this already, and the only thing it needed was black pepper. So I am a fan of the black pepper in the gravies. I feel like a traditional gravy like this, flour and water, needs black pepper. But everything else is spot on because we've been seasoning as we go. So I'm going to add some more of this in. And you see how I said you can save this for the rest of the week. Look at that. We make a bunch of it, you can save it. So I'm going to keep stirring. And now I'm going to bring in my other spoon. And just keep going. Till you get your consistency you want. Spin it. Keep going. Just like that. Alright, we're going to get our right consistency. We're going to meet you right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. Alright, it is time to add our turkey. So here's our turkey and sausage. So it's more than just turkey in there. We got all that nice meat. Look at that. And you can determine how much meat you want to put. I pretty much judged it out for 2 people, 2 big eaters, because I'm no small eater, that's for sure. I can put it away. And a lot of yard work to keep off the extra pounds. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to mix that in. And you can see that just coming together already. There you have it. Hard to believe that it's an entire turkey, right? And then we took the breast meat apart and we put that in there too. So we didn't spare anything in here. It's all here, the entire turkey. There we go. Look at that. Plenty of meat, plenty of turkey. You can even add more turkey to this if you want. Alright, we're going to meet you right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. Alright, welcome back to season 5 of our show. And today, we showed you how to utilize an entire turkey. We pressure cooked it, we took it apart, broke it down, and showed you 2 ways you could use the turkey. Let's show you what we got. Look at that. That is a good looking dish right there. Alright, let's get into it. So first thing we'll do is to show you what this looks like. I mean, look at that. You can see all the turkey in there, the sausage, the carrots, the vegetables. Let's move that off to the side. And let's bring in a plate. Bring in a plate and a bowl. So now we made some biscuits on the side. I feel you guys can handle those biscuits, so we didn't show you how to make those. But we're going to take 2 of these nice soft buttermilk biscuits. I'm going to break this one just to show you how soft it is. Look at that. I'm going to put it there. Just like that. And I think I'm going to take another biscuit, get it in here too. I think you guys know where we're going with this. Now we're going to take some of that beautiful gravy right over top. How you going wrong with this one? Nice cozy night for 2. Nice warm meal. Look at that. Alright, and there's really not much to top this off, except for we'll put a little greenery right on top of there. And if you really want to get cozy, I'll put a little cranberry on the side. That's a homemade cranberry. And we'll leave a link in the description to that cranberry being made. It was made with Captain Morgan's spice rum. That is a good call right there. And we're going to take a little greenery and just park it right there. See? You don't have to go too crazy. Just the perfect meal. Alright, let's get into this. So, let's cut it right down into this. Get that turkey in there. Get the sausage in there. And that bread. That turkey goes phenomenally well with that sausage. The combo together, very warm, cozy, homey meal. Beautiful dish. All right, we're gonna get organized. We're gonna meet you guys right back here. So stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, there it is. A beautiful, warm, cozy meal. Sausage and turkey and gravy. You're not gonna miss with this meal. This is good any night of the week or any day of the week. We served that right on top of some buttermilk biscuits. I think you guys can handle that one. We thank you guys for coming. We love having you. With no further ado, gotta get that last pitmaster taste there.